Yo, what's up guys? The Insane Game Freak here to review Pokemon Best Wishes Season 2, Episode 16 review. Really good Iris episode. I felt like... Actually, let me turn this over here. I felt like this was a really good episode for Iris. I was surprised how much I like this episode. I really like the OST choices, like the whole Dragon Village thing. We got a little bit of an insight to why Iris doesn't want to see Drayden, and it's a different reason than what I thought it was. But the reasoning kind of gets fully explained in the next episode, so I'm gonna wait until that episode to really talk about that. But I like where that was going. I think her friend's name is Shoba. Yeah, Shoba. I like that whole interaction. It kind of gives you a different side of Iris. And I even like the whole patriarch thing, and the fact that that chick is a beast. Calm Dragonite down of all Pokemon. That shit was ridiculous. I even like how they show how Iris has actually grown and progressed as a character because of... Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I'm not out of breath for like the right reasons. I'm out of breath because I was doing something stupid before the video started. But it shows Iris's development with the whole Hydreigon thing. Because the thing is, apparently that ability Iris has, where she can't technically speak to Pokemon, but she can kind of feel their emotions, which obviously is an end thing. Apparently that's something that almost every person has the ability to do in terms of the Dragon Village. And I like that entire exchange where she's trying to calm down Hydreigon. First off, she didn't get it on the first try. She got thrown off multiple times, and she was getting tired and beat up and shit. And it showed her progression with her team, with Emolga and Axew and Excadrill and Dragonite and shit. It showed the progression, and I like that. I just thought it was a really good episode. Like, I thought it really pushed her as a character. And I know the next one's going to probably take it even further. I even like how the patriarch kind of jokes around with... Ash and Dent, because Ash and Silent, because like she's like, well, back when Iris was little, and you see like these little flashbacks of when Iris was little, which actually looks really cute. I was reminded at how cute I originally thought Iris's design was. Her younger self was kind of cute, and I like that contrast that she acts like at the beginning of the series she acts like she's better than Ash, but when it really boils down to it, through the course of the series, we find that she isn't. She's beneath Ash, if anything, honestly. She's like the weakest out of the three, originally. And I think that's kind of the whole thing with her development. Her development's one of those things that you're not going to notice at the beginning throughout the series. Well, you'll notice it throughout the series, but it doesn't really hit home until you hit here, because it's just like, damn, Iris used to be a really shitty trainer. She used to have I even said it, I think I said it in the other video. It's like, she used to have an Axew who only had one usable attack, and attack that he couldn't use right, and an Excadrill that wouldn't even listen to her. And she went from that to being a competent enough trainer to get a fucking Dragonite, that she used that same technique that the Patriarch used on Dragonite, even though she didn't realize she was using it. And I like how it references an ability Iris has had, and we've seen before it was even referenced as a true ability. I like that. That's interesting to me. That was cool. There was progression. I like how it shows the progression. So if people will still want to make the Misty comparison like I did originally, because that's what she was originally, this is the difference. This is so wholly the difference between Misty and Iris. Misty didn't really go through that much progression as a trainer. Iris did. Iris was one of those characters who had... Iris is the same personality as Misty, except she didn't have the running joke of "you're such a kid," even though she did say it. The difference is that Iris is more of a front because of how much of a failure she used to be. Whereas Misty was a competent trainer to begin with, and I guess if anything you could say she became a better trainer, but it's not really shown as well because, well, she was there for what? 2 regions? 2 full regions. Everything from fucking Kanto to the end of Johto, and we got really no show of how strong she had gotten. Actually, I think through her entire journey, she had only gained like what was it? Togepi, Politoed. I can't think of anything else. I think those are like the only two she get. Oh, Corsola. I think that's 3. Which I guess technically I think Iris has the same amount. But remember, it took her like 2 regions to get that far. Oh, well, did she have Horsey already? No, maybe Horsey. Maybe Horsey is one too. The whole point is Iris has accomplished way more than she accomplished in Kanto by itself. Because the 2 Pokemon I mentioned, Poliwag and fucking Poliwag/Politoed, what it evolves into, and Corsola, she didn't even get Poliwag until fucking Orange Islands, and she didn't get Corsola until Johto. Misty's development is all revolved around her sisters, which made her just seem like a girl who felt like she was living in the shadows of her sisters. Whereas Iris is kind of like this failure because maybe she couldn't take it at school. Mind you, I don't know the backstory yet, but I like that. And I think that's what's going to me is what's going to make her better than Misty to me. So it's probably like May, Iris, Misty, Dawn. Even though technically people want to argue that Dawn is a good character. I'm not saying she's not. It's not like there's not progression with Dawn. It's just that it doesn't feel unique or like her progression. There's actually a video I don't know if I'm going to do it here, but there's a video where someone was arguing how good of a character Dawn had became. And how that person thinks that Dawn is the best out of the females. And personally, I disagree with that, but I might actually do the full video response to it if I feel like it. But for right now, I've gotten completely off of track. So that's my opinion of the episode. It was a really good episode. Really kind of pushed Iris. Really showed me and reminded me of how good of a character Iris is and how much she's changed. At least in terms of progression, in terms of a trainer. And maybe even coming to be a Dragon Master. And I hope the end arc pushes her even forward, but you should be seeing the thoughts on that pretty soon anyway. So, no spoilers on the end stuff. No, and as I said in the other review, I know about some of the spoilers for the Unova League already. I am annoyed with certain things. I'm not going to go into full detail, but just know that's a situation. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for all the praise and comments and video responses you give me. And more video responses. If you review the same episode as me, put it as a video response. More people will see it. Whether you get more views or I get more views. The whole point is more people to see it, more of a discussion, and that's how the shit rolls. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Insane Game Freak. That's the game. Play to win. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace off.